Syler and Inferno used to 2v2 all the time back when they're in URC. So the chemistry is definitely there, but it's just gonna come down to them not being as rusty. They have villains, so I mean, I feel like that's a good start for them to pick villains. If they play it slower, and just kind of like limit the mistakes, they should be all right. But overall, I think Sky and Roll is gonna, win comfortably. But I would love to see Sky put up a fight though.
So
Yeah.
Fierce, what's your final score prediction?
Final score prediction. Are they playing 30 both sides, or what are we doing? Just
Yeah, they're doing 30 both sides. Regular 2v2 format.
I would say 60 to 36.
Oh, you're being
Well, we have
generous.
clinching on, but
Oh, we do have clinching on.
it's mostly just about time efficiency, especially like when round 2, when there's legit like, we'll probably have a 7-day window for that because has the most matches, but we just don't want to like take up more time than needed when there has to be a lot of matches played.
Yeah.
Maybe when we get to like round 3 and onwards, we can take off clinching, but it's mostly about time preservation right now.
Okay, but I assume it's still like an option if you want to play it out, you can.
I suppose so. Nothing would harm that.
It's a nice choke there by
Alright, so Syler actually gets to open
Syler.
kill.
Is that first blood?
Yeah, that's first blood.
Okay.
Sky was really rusty today, not gonna lie, when we were playing earlier, so I could see it going either way. Raul still has most of his skill.
Yeah.
Raul still plays very smart.
Play slow. They just gotta play smart, play together.
I'm honestly shocked Raul didn't play with his brother because their chemistry is really good.
From the sound of it, Raul really wants to.
Are we talking about a Sil? I think.
Yeah.
Oh, Syler with the other kill.
Okay. Oh no.
He dropped Raul out of the choke though.
Yeah.
Raul with the 1v2.
So do we have 2-0 right now though?
2-0, I believe, yeah.
Yeah, 2-0. Let's see what they can do.
Syler's actually playing pretty well. I haven't seen Syler play since he's been back. So
Syler's always been like a solid player.
Just choked,
that's the thing.
Inferno.
But there's everybody has their rustiness. We haven't played in forever. And as far as I'm aware, at least he hasn't played too much past week since he's been back.
I think he's just been back for a week if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like I haven't seen him play much in that week, so I'm just like, if this is how he's playing, it's like, yeah, this is probably a really good chance.
Raul is so good at conserving energy.
Man,
He's using up his 30 seconds on the octagon.
They did good isolating. One thing I will say, Inferno is usually the choker when they did used to play. So watching them switch roles is kind of interesting. You can tell Inferno isn't as comfortable with Mole because he's playing really defensive and slow. So, see what he can do.
Raul is targeting Syler.
Like, Inferno's not even moving at this point. He's just trying to like watch Syler like a hawk.
He's playing the Isaac role, stay up high.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're rusty, it's a smart strategy to try and let the choker go in and do damage and protect them from the
Syler, oh my god. Syler is styling on them.
Yeah, he's playing
And does not care.
Playing kind of aggressive. I'm surprised. Okay.
I honestly expected Raul and Sky to come out a lot more aggressive than they are right now.
Yeah, I did too. Inferno and Syler are actually playing very well.
They may have that tournament jitters, man.
Could be that as well.
Is that 4-2?
If you hit tab, it'll tell you the scores. Because it'll tell you their kills.
Oh yeah, 4-2. Syler with
4-3.
Oh, one hell of a tumble, bro.
Yeah.
Good. They're gonna most likely try to rush Inferno. If I was them, I just stay back.
I don't think they
Or
noticed that he's spawned. They do now,
Okay.
but by the time they get to him now, Syler will probably be up. Yeah, Syler's up now.
Inferno left his high camping position there. Came down to the jog roof.
Oh, rip.
Man. That team saber was nice.
It's gonna be
Now Inferno,
interesting.
unless Syler has a really quick spawn, Inferno's in a pretty bad spot here.
Yeah, he needs to get off this roof when he can.
I know Inferno has been playing quite a bit though, since he's been back. Or it's only been a day, so as much as he could get.
Yeah, because his PC came late, so he wasn't able to get back on till.
Yeah, he actually is really unfortunate. The first laptop he ordered, it actually just came in defective.
I didn't know
Really?
that.
Yeah, the laptop just it didn't even turn on. They lost a day of practicing right there.
Well, they pretty much just closed the gap as far as the score, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I believe it's what 5-5 now.
It looks like it.
It is 7-4.
7-4?
I'm gonna set up
Yeah.
somehow with my counting. It check something.
My tab says 3 kills for Sky, 4 for Raul,
Oh, okay.
Okay.
4 for Syler.
I mean, they have been picking it up now. They are definitely
Yeah.
playing a lot better.
Yeah,
They had to
They're
get the
just-
rust.
they're just attacking one person at like the same time.
Yeah, they're really just double teaming whoever's still up and. I was Syler. I would have spawned in on Cantina and came on behind from on Sky and tried to choke him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Syler didn't hold that, then let Inferno finish him off, and then choke the Luke when he jumped up. But he still did get the kill, so it did end up working out.
The PC. had
Oh,
been-
Inferno.
Okay. So what's that? 7-6.
How do they decide teams? What do you mean? It's everybody. It's free reign. Anybody could pick who they want as long as they're not in another team already.
it's
Oh,
9-5.
I think he's saying like heroes and villains, right? Yeah, technically we're supposed to coin flip, but by the time we got into the server, they had basically already decided their team. So realistically, since they both play each side, it doesn't matter. And if both teams are fine with starting on the sides that they're starting on, then it doesn't really matter if you coin flip it or not.
It does give Syler and Inferno a chance to stay hidden further
Is it-
into the second match or second
Dude,
side.
The thing about villains is it's like it's the better team, but I think a lot of people overestimate what it's like to have 2 pushers, like having that much, because a choke is a single target ability, you know, and so if you're not using choke well, then it's actually not like that useful.
Yeah, especially for making saves.
Oh, that was good right there.
Yeah, that was good teamwork. The pushes into saber throws. Leave Inferno. Yeah, Inferno's dead here.
What I would like to see is go ahead and make this switch. Give Inferno the Joker.
Yeah, I do. You're right. I definitely do remember. I think he would play Vader too, wouldn't he? I think he was a Vader player.
He was playing it some, because you know he used to play with Blade a lot. If I'm not mistaken, I think they're related.
Yeah, I think they are.
I think Inferno and Blade are related. I believe that's his cousin. But I know Blade used to show Inferno a lot of tricks, so he's starting to play Vader.
What a nice
don't
push
get me
by
wrong, Syler's Joker, I like what Syler is doing, but you can tell Inferno confidence isn't there, so he's playing like super defensive, and it's kind of messing him up.
Yeah.
So I feel like if he gets the choker, it would most likely make him play a little bit more aggressive and get in people's face. And Syler is really smart, so he'll be able to play around him better.
Yeah, they're playing a little too spaced out, I think.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like Inferno and Syler are playing as much as a team. I think it's
Yeah.
part of it is just they both have they're both back and really new, and I don't think they've played much together since they've been back. So if they could have gotten some practice in earlier, I feel like they definitely would have. I mean, they're still not doing. I think they're still doing better than a lot of people think, because I think a lot of people expected Raul and Sky to kind of maybe shut them out because they basically haven't played at all in years, and then since they've been back, they still haven't played much. So,
Oh,
but like they're playing pretty naturally, so like definitely not just getting blown out.
Inferno's starting to pick it up a little bit more. He's
Yeah, you can tell he's
down
starting to
off the high
understand though.
building. Yeah.
2v1 that like teammates down, you can kind of blind rush, so long as you trust your teammate.
Raul is playing on some super high sensitivity.
Raul's mouse and keyboard, I would guess.
Yeah,
Oh,
mouse and
nice.
keyboard.
Syler got him, nice.
Syler, good stuff, bro.
To me right now, it seems like their downfall is mostly the fact that ooh, he
Good
saved him
go.
too. That's good.
Oh,
Oh.
how did?
Oh my god, how did they whiff that? Oh, this is bad.
Oh no.
That's a bad whiff.
Sky
okay.
pulls a Houdini.
I think the thing is, no matter how good you can be, the fact that you switched to PC just has some of its little nuances that might get you in times.
Yeah, as a player that started on PC and never played PS2, something that I just thought was part of the game, and then when everyone started complaining about, oh, this is so much different than PS2, I was like wondering how nice it must have been to play the game in a smoother fashion.
Yeah, PS2 definitely, but I would say I likely attribute it to the GameSpy shutdown more than anything. But
Yeah, the servers definitely on Steam aren't nearly the quality GameSpy's were.
yeah, which is interesting, thinking that like you would think that that would probably be an upgrade, right? Like how
Right.
how could servers from 2005 be better than current day Steam servers? You know, so definitely interesting. But I mean, I think majority of us are just glad to be back and playing again. Oh, and Inferno here in a bad spot. Tyler couldn't get to him.
I don't even think he. I don't even think he knew
That's
that
a good
Raul
saber
had come over him.
I think they're learning that Tyler's not afraid to use his choke, and more often than not, that's what he's going to go for. So that leaves him vulnerable. So that Sky will openly put himself into a chokeable position. He could just throw a saber without the worry that Syler probably won't block it.
Yeah, and Inferno's playing too far back off Syler to make any impact on that. Can't get a save.
Also looking into maybe for next match actually with Manny Berserk or Manny and Fierce. I don't know why I keep you guys' names so hard to like properly remember in order for me. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I have like two names in my head for Manny. He goes by Berserk and Manny, so.
Yeah.
But we're getting an overlay made so that way it's like
Thanks,
the score and
Sky.
stuff. That was good by Sky. Oh, I think Raul should have this. Looks like Inferno should be out of stamina.
Yeah, he can save. Oh, or you can
Yeah,
just
Sky
combo.
picks out. Yeah.
Yeah, Sky and Raul are really starting to find their
Their
synergy.
synergy,
again.
yeah. That teamwork together.
It's interesting that Sky is playing the tank role and Raul is playing a little more defensive.
Yeah, I'm actually.
Sky's actually been doing it a lot lately,
I remember-
though.
I remember back in the day when I was scrimming against Sky that, not that he was never an aggressive player, but like he was kind of like a balanced type of player. Like he would play aggressive when he could, but I don't know, maybe it's because I always scrimmed with him in like jog, when he was in jog. So like my
Yeah.
scrims versus him were in jog, so he'd play with like Isaac and like somebody like that, and they're relatively passive players. I don't think Syler knows. Oh, my bad. I just read that the wrong way. I was like, I don't think Syler knows that guy's behind him, but it was his teammate. But never mind. They should have this kill. Oh, I feel like Syler could have got that.
It should be a saber throw.
Syler's
Good
tumbled here. His
defensive
teammate
play
should be
here.
up any second. Yeah, his teammate's up now. Hopefully Syler notices, and we've got pretty good saber throws versus villains right now. We're predicting them pretty well in their movements.
I'm starting to see they get themselves in corners a lot. They're making it where it's really easy for Raul and Scott to box them in.
Oh, what an aerial from Sky.
Yeah, that was just a really good reaction time, and like, oh wow, I'm actually surprised that worked.
Yeah, he was gonna go for the combo, but he jumped just short of him to make
Yeah.
him bite. It was a smart play.
Yeah, it was.
I would have liked to see a dash instead because he wasn't perfect blocking, but that works too.
Yeah, Raul and Sky. The jog squad right here. And there's a few jog squads, but one of them.
They should be up by what? Eight kills or so?
It is 20-9.
I was close there about 11.
I'm assuming Sky and Raul will have to 20.
Yeah. So after a pretty hot start by Syler, slowed down significantly here.
Yeah, I think Sky and Raul are getting their synergy together, and I think the bigger thing is they're adapting to how Syler's learning, like how they're playing on villains.
Yeah, I think
They're figuring out how they work.
I think that if Syler and Inferno want to have a chance, they're gonna have to play a little more defensive and stop rushing Sky and Raul and try and force them to make the mistakes.
Yeah, somebody's saying in chat that Inferno's just rusty, and it's like, yeah, I kind of feel bad because I know that, like, just given this showing, like, Inferno has such little playtime since he's been back. Like, I kind of feel bad that, like, you know, it's doubly limb, but the fact that he might have to give up a loss so early because he just literally hasn't had the time to play yet, get back and used to the feel of PC.
Yeah, so
That was a really good play by Sky, actually, to pick up that Vader kill.
Yeah,
I believe Inferno is probably one Saber hit here. They're
Yeah,
definitely going to look to rush. Oh, Raul, it's that jump.
Syler's trying to switch it up and play
I
Vader.
was slowly going to say, don't do it, Inferno, and he did it. I think Raul expected that as well. Vader's in by himself. Where's he at? Okay, he's on Cantina Bubble. They definitely had a strong start, but I feel, yeah, like Raul and Skylink are just learning how they're playing. I also feel like they might be getting a little, I guess maybe antsy. It seems like they're playing a little bit overly aggressive now. More than they need to be, at least.
I think that's like natural instinct though. When you're down, is to really try and rush a little bit more, and you kind of lose your focus and you're cool, and you just start
Yeah, they could be getting
running
tilted.
into stupid situations. Yeah, like that was you should Inferno shouldn't have jumped up there. Shouldn't have rushed.
But the thing with me, like when you're on villains, I feel like you control the tempo, especially with the choker. Vader just can have so much presence. Granted, he had Anakin at first, but still, I would have liked to see them play a lot slower in the beginning once they got those kills. Really make them work for it.
Yeah. It's like they played. It seems like they actually upped their tempo. Maybe they got a little overconfident, and so now they've been playing, and then now. But Raul, Sky's been playing more aggressive as well, and Sky's actually been doing really well with it. He's been namely picking off Choker quite a few times.
Inferno just holding the block there.
Syler should pick up this kill though. Oh, he started swinging too early. Yeah, see, it's just it's mistakes like that you just can't be making though.
Raul gets away with a cheap, free, easy kill.
They should only need, what, about 2 more? 1 or 2 more?
It is 28, yeah. 28-10.
Okay. Whew, it's going to be kind of rough. It's going to be actually really rough.
Especially because Raul's Vader is really
This is
good.
And against, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was gonna say,
that was good teamwork right there by Syler.
See, they made the switch late though.
Yeah.
We will see.
Yeah, I also agree. I feel like Inferno, maybe he wasn't confident enough, but you know, Inferno always being that choker back in the day, I feel like they should have had that switch early.
Yeah, I was saying, like, you can tell just by getting those couple of kills, like he's way more confident in his Vader or choker in general. And Syler is just one of those players where he can adapt pretty well. So
unfortunate, because that was a good backslash by Syler.
That was just really bad decision making by Inferno right there.
Yeah, you gotta get up.
He definitely, at the very least, should have traded the kill versus Sky.
Yeah, they just need one more. So
Just holding the block there.
I don't
Nice.
believe he was infinite blocking there though.
No, I don't think he was, but he was just holding his block.
Block does last a pretty long time. Oh, that was good, but
see, oh,
Guy has damage reduction.
oh, I believe that's side, isn't it?
29.
He's still-
If they're still playing, I'm feeling that that's not side then. No, this should be then.
That is side.
Okay, that's okay.
So final score B.
Oh, they got an extra kill.
Yeah. 30-13.
Did you spawn in? I'll just ask them what their score is.
30-13.
Okay.
And oh, hold on, I have web panel. I didn't want to show the in-game admin password stream. That's why. Good.
Yeah, I feel like they made the switch earlier. They would have got at least 6 more kills or so.
Yeah, and it was really interesting because Raul is usually the more aggressive player, I feel like, rather than Sky. So it was interesting to see Sky be the tank and take the lead. And
Yeah, Sky on that 11 kill streak.
He bad. He could have got damage reduction.
so what do Inferno and Syler have to do here to come back from that?
We need to pray.
Oh, interesting. Raul isn't playing Vader. Raul's playing Maul. They're letting Sky choke.
I mean, Sky is a pretty solid choker. So like, it still is really good lineup.
I feel like Raul's Vader is way better than Sky's Anakin, though.
I don't know, bro. That's actually like a debate. Now I would say definitely in the past, Raul's Vader was like really good. I'm not saying it fell off, but it's not as good as it used to be.
I still think he's better than Sky right now.
I played against Sky as a recent. Like, his choker is really annoying. It's annoying in a good way though. Like, he makes all the plays.
What do you see Sky being the tank again, or do you think Raul's gonna be more taking the initiative in the attack?
I feel like Sky's going to be in their face a little bit more. And it's going to force him to back up, and Raul's going to come in for the push most likely.
I don't know if they would think the same way as me, but to be fair, so with the lead that they've accrued, personally what I would do is I would probably just play our off rolls just to practice, because there's probably a good chance they win regardless. So kind of just limit test here, because there's probably a good chance they win the match. It'd be really hard to throw, at this point. So they might actually be playing their off rolls or just a total different style in general, just to either touch up on other aspects of the game or... So yeah, they're already off to a strong start though, 2-0. I think, especially on villains, so it's definitely easy to pick apart the teammates not playing together thing.
Yeah, absolutely, because the choker can just...
Because in a one-on-one, a choker is just like... And especially in a 2-on-1 or something, a choker is just very much the stronger character.
Yeah.
Because yeah, like, I would say when you get to 4v4 and beyond, chokers start becoming less and less important because the single target CC and like damage just doesn't really matter. It becomes harder, and even if you do get somebody to choke, there's a way bigger chance that you won't have a teammate or you be able to follow up on that kill.
Yep.
I still think it's good to have one at least, but the bigger the group, I feel like the less important a choker becomes.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think that in the scrimmages that we've been playing, 4v4s, the heroes have actually been the advantage just because they're able to save more and push. Whereas the villains, the chokers themselves play well individually, but as
oh, we got a tumble here. You got saved though, but he still tumbled. Oh, it's good. As the Inferno though, they're They're pretty good when they do get the upper edge on the fight, though. They do know how to, for the most part, secure their kills at least. It's
Yeah.
mostly about getting into those positions to get themselves to kills.
Raul holding out against a 2v1 here.
You know, that was
He
good.
should've went for the combo.
I feel like
instead.
Raul should have just, when he saw them jump up, he should have just kept running back into space.
Yeah. You can't backslash both of them. You could, but if they timed it right.
Not even that, just, I mean, they didn't play it super optimally, but even then, you know, it's just a 2v1. When you're at tournament, I guess, on the line, I would just always play the safe card. Don't do anything that you don't think you need to do.
Oh, Syler tried to stop.
I think Syler might have had that if Inferno was there just a little bit sooner. It's so slim margins, you know, it's literally just a second's difference.
Yeah, and Annie's combo is so fast that if you get stuck in his choke, it's really hard if you're far away to make the save.
Yeah. Oh. I thought he would have got him tumbled if he pushed.
Yeah, that was very... I thought he would too. I definitely feel like, though, if by the time Inferno and Syler get into their second match, and if they lose this and go into the loser's bracket, that they get some good practice in before then, they definitely have a chance to still make a, I would probably say at least kind of deep loser's bracket run.
I thought they won in their first match.
Raul just won his one with Syler, though. Inferno's probably just push on him. I don't know who they seed into, though, from losing this. We'll have to see after the bracket. Anybody that's still watching,
They're towards the top part, right?
what happened?
They're towards the top part of the bracket, I believe, right?
Inferno and
Yeah.
Syler? Yeah, they're match 4 out of match 9. Oh, they're kind of in the middle.
Oh, okay.
There's 9 matches total in round 1. I think that's including the Alright, yeah, that's in the winner's bracket. There's 10 matches total if you include the 1 match that's in the loser's bracket.
Yeah, I think that Sky and Raul pretty much have this sealed up now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not that they didn't, that we weren't confident after round 1, but they're just picking them apart now.
Yeah, like I was saying, when it comes down to the small, like 2v2s, 1v1s, Choker has a lot of agency in the match, and so especially if, you know, Syler and Inferno aren't playing together like that, the Choker can definitely just, if you're choked and your teammate can't get to you, I mean, there's no chance that you live, really.
Yeah, I was playing against Rabbit and Isaac last night with David and just practicing, and Isaac and Rabbit have some really good teamwork tactics.
I would say
And
they're one of the better teams in terms of synergy. They've been 2v2ing and playing together for so long that they've still just got that synergy with each other.
yeah,
And then Isaac
Raul has a tumble here, but
see?
he's got that. Did he push Inferno away there, or did Inferno just not make it?
I was spectating Sky. I
I
didn't
believe
see.
Raul got under the tarp and he wasn't able to push him.
Well, yeah, but I saw that Raul pushed a second time when he was on like the lipstick. And he gets stumbled here. Oh, Syler just spawned. Oh, but he's pushed his teammate. They gotta angle them pushes.
They still
Oh, I mean, that's still a 1 for
kill.
nothing.
Yeah,
Now if they can secure the kill on Sky.
Sky should have choked Syler immediately. Given
Oh,
Raul time
see
to
those
get
are the
up.
mistakes you can't be making though, just like messing up your combo. That should have been another free kill for them. How they messed it up though. That's what I'm saying, it's just about those PC nuances. Gotta be kind of precise with your combos and make sure you're actually hitting them, otherwise they can get out.
Is it clinch already?
I'm not sure. Let me see. So we got Sky and Raul 7 and 5. No, it's not clinched yet. They're at 12.
Okay.
It's 12 to 6 right now. So yeah, they need 2 more kills.
Syler
Syler's. Oh, I'm surprised actually.
and 2 OB.
Did Syler even block there?
Oh,
Or not Syler?
no. Okay.
He did get the kill, but Raul I think cleans that up. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That's good. See,
Yeah, that's a good push.
you could have been a little bit earlier and saved, and it would have been fine. But I mean, regardless, right now I think it's stepping stones for them to just start playing together better.
It's interesting going with 2 Lukes. Or 2 Obies.
2
No
Obies.
Luke.
Yeah. I think a Luke is only overly good in the aspect of if you're playing aggressive, honestly.
Yeah. I think
But I feel like he
honestly-
also has a, I don't want to say lower skill ceiling, but you know, his one hit's definitely a lot easier and more like versatile than Obi's is, because you know, Obi's, they have to be behind you, how you land. He also can, in a sense, indefinitely run with his sprint attack. Luke, Syler's in a really bad spot here. He's got really low stamina, but they're not pushing him, so he's probably got it all back now, for the most part. Inferno's near, but
Oh, Sky choked out.
got it. Yeah, Sky kind of just trolled his teammate right there. He got pushed by his teammate though. It's good.
Okay,
If there's anything I think they should pick up from this is they need to start angling their pushes better. I think Syler's dead here. Yeah, Syler's dead. That's game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
14.
clinch.
I was also watching Inferno right now. When I was watching him, I can tell that he's, so rusty. He wasn't really paying attention to his map. His awareness was off.
Yeah, that was a bad
But,
sprint for the building. He should have not put himself in that position to be pushed.
Yes, how you know? Because we can keep track. I believe that's 14 to